going straight to the field. So, your name, the media house, and then your question goes.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations, Coach. My name is Temezando. I work at Lab FM and Ishwa FM. Coach, if you look at the timing of our appointments, I think the atmosphere surrounding your appointment as compared to the first one is a bit different. Would you say that you chose the right time to return to us at Kotoko? Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's the right time. And it's the right time, especially the king of this royal land invites you to talk to you about the future of this club. I have no option than to say yes to it. And I know it's the right.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Ogum. So far, coach, we've not had the number of years you've been working with Kotoko. And again, what is the target? The first time around you won the league, and this time around, what is the target? So the years and the target.
Right. Right. For the target, let me use the back approach. For the target, I think we will not be thinking of winning trophies. But then, what this time around the approach is going to be is the first year is going to be used to put the team together. We need to put together a very formidable team, a very respectable team that can compete on the local and international front. So that's going to be for the first year. And within this year, we want to look at the players that we are going to have now, and then look at those we can use in the subsequent year to build a team that will be consistent, that will be repetitive in performance. What this means is that we are going to have a game model where the youth team, which is key to this program, this is my second camp, will also play the same way. We are going to have a youth team who are going to be residential. That I've also brought in coaches, youth team coaches who have seen it before to help in that process. What this means is that these youth players are going to be given the opportunity, those who excel, if I'm using percentage, those who begin to show glimpses of performance around 80% of performance, will be given 2 times to train with the first team. And per the FA statutes or regulations for the league, you have 10 years. These youth players will be given the opportunity to train with the first team. If they fit in well, will also be given the opportunity to play in the first team in some of the matches. Now, what is going to happen again in the first year is that we need to reckon what the youth team does with that of the first team, so that in terms of behavioral and structural adaptation, both the youth team and the first team will be on the same page. Now, from moving on in the second year, what it means is that now game model would have been established, and every game model comes with certain technical and tactical characteristics of players. So what it means is that in the first year, even though some players are going to be with us for this first year, those we think that have not exhibited those technical and tactical characteristics will be shown shown the exit. Because it's a two-way thing. It's performance-oriented and business-oriented. Business-oriented in the sense that the youth players, those who do well, will now be promoted to the first team. So it means that Kotoko will not be spending so much money to be buying players. Again, these same youth players, the team can decide to transfer them to other clubs to accrue some money to see to the daily running of the team. So that will also be there. Now, back to what I was saying earlier on. So those who to the opinion of the technical staff, we think that have not lived up to expectation will be shown the door. And then some of the youth players will also be brought in. And then a few, maybe one or two that will spot in other clubs will also be brought in. And around this time, the game model would have been consolidated. So we need to be more competitive than before. Then in the third year, it means that by that time, more experience and exposure has been given. I'll call it the flow zone. I expect that in the third year, we should be in the flow zone, where we have to be very competitive, especially in Africa. This is how it's going to be. And then from there on, we continue in the fourth and the fifth year. And then we move on. So it's going to be a long-term project, and I expect everybody here to be very supportive, because the key to the biggest clubs in Africa, the Alis, the Zamaleks, the TG is about their teams. And I believe that if we all become sincere in the selection process and give these young and upcoming kids, GHS, SHS, we give them the opportunity to be under our tutelage, where we take them through modern trends of training. I'm sure within the shortest possible time, we'll have a lot of young or younger players who will be competing for Kotoko at the top level. So basically, this is how it will be.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay. A long time. Yes,
Coach Patrol, Akwaba.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Add a little to what Coach just said. I believe that it was a very big team, and each and every one expressed in winning trophies. But the intention of the king, Kotoko, is to make sure the IMC they try and prepare a team, especially the youth, and then we should not put pressure on anybody. The intention is to give the coach the free hand and the opportunity to be able to express whatever he wants to impart on the younger ones. So I'll take this opportunity to play beating at the highest level, trying to get a goal, but we should not put pressure now. That, as you are aware, if you look at the number of players that are being sent out, and the number of players who are coming in, it takes time to blend. In terms of support, and even when things are tough, this is where we need the most. So that's the lesson that I can add to what Coach just said. Thank you.
The years was not
long time. Long time.
All right, Coach Akwaba, you're from Jojo Addison, from Time from Kumasi. My question is near to really kind of looking at the time from our year started pre-season. Would you say, sir, the enough for the team to gel? League in started, I think, 15th September. And then secondly, my coach David Okluha, you know, so to me, I can't, the NCA or her. Now you saw that before and I see a press conference soon. What will be a night at
press conference.
On the preseason, if you look at the period now, we have 5 weeks to the start of the preseason. Now, if you look at what preseason research says, we have the minimum preseason period. The average is 8 weeks, and the maximum is 10 weeks. And now this is what research is saying. If you have 6 weeks, and especially where we are having to blend old and new, where we have about 10 or so players coming in, what it means is that time, by the start of the season, we may not be at the level that we want. By the start of the season, we may not be at the level that we want. What this means is that whilst we play our first, second, third, fourth, and fifth games, we'll still be in a preseason. That is an indirect preseason. So it will still give us the opportunity to put the team together. Now, if we have the that one is enough to let us practice the game model, play a lot of friendlies, make sure there's that team cohesion, everything, the team chemistry, everything is there. The game model becomes so clear mentally to the players and to everybody who comes to watch us. You become overly prepared, and sometimes you hit your peak before the season starts. Now, in our case, we don't even have the 6 weeks. It means we have 5 weeks, which is less than the period that we do. And even out of these 5 weeks, we are going to use about 2 weeks for friendly games. We have to play games, which is either with Division 2 or academies. We need to play medium profile games, which will be Division 1. We need to play high profile games, which will be the Premier Division teams. And ideally, if we are to do things right, if time were to be there, we're to follow the format. When we play a game, we need 3 days for recovery and for correctional training, for them to recover, and then the errors that were detected in the games, we have to also correct them. So let's say we play today, tomorrow will be recovery, then the next day, which is today is Monday, so we play today Monday, Tuesday will be recovery, Wednesday will be for correction. We'll put the pieces together, we'll look at what went wrong and what went right, and then we design a training program to correct it, and we'll play our next match. So if you look at even this, it tells you that even the 2 weeks that will be voted for the friendly games will not be enough. But then we have what we call combined technical, physical, and tactical training. We try to use that approach where we see that we can get the best out of the players. But then we make sure that we don't break them down, because if you break them down, it means that you are not going to get them for the game. So basically, we are not going to get the minimum, which is even the 6 weeks. But then we'll try our best and do it. And for David, what do you think is the reason why he's here? What do you think?
I think he's in to be the assistant.
Yeah, he's in to be one of
Him
the
alone and others, you have a count.
He's a very competent, very professional person. He has a lot of knowledge about the game. And you see, in choosing an assistant, you need people who are loyal, people that when to put a player in order, you also think along the same line. But I will not go behind me and pretend he's the good person, but I'm the bad person. You don't need such assistants. You need assistants who will behave, who will go by the rules and regulations. So when it comes to competence, he's there. When it comes to professionalism, he's at the top level. When it comes to loyalty, he's there. And when it comes to that element of, he's also there. He's an insightful coach. He's the coach who always asks of the WH, why this? when are we supposed to do this? Where are we supposed to do this? The W8 questions is in that category. And I, as a coach, those are the people I need. I don't need an assistant. Whatever you say yes, yes, yes. You need to question what I'm doing, and it falls within that flow.
Now, sadly, the press community the plans of community prosperity. Now, say, community the plans of community prosperity woman. Again, the information that this is because constantly increases in the man that decision.
Hello? Yeah, per your question, we've seen certain things on social media, but it's not coming from our official page. Is that not it? Right, so wait till it comes from.
So you don't shoot.
Wait till it comes from the official page. Thank you. Let's have an official club community. I think that will be in the best interest, because Kotoko is a professional club, and people cannot just be anywhere, assume things, put them out there, and then also come and establish it. So let's see as the things of an official community will come and to address that. Thank you.
Coach, my name is Ahmed. You just said that David is going to be one of the assistants. From the English, it appears you are going to.
Yeah.
Is the appropriate forum? If you wouldn't mind letting us know who the others will be and what happens to those who are currently there, we'll be grateful.
Right. Right. David Dixon Oklu is going to be the first assistant coach, which I've already spoken about him. The second assistant coach is going to be Burton Wilson Asari. And it saddens to let you all know that he lost a wife 3 days ago. That's why he's not here. He lost the wife 3 days ago. That's it. So I mean, he's going to be around at the right time. IMC have decided to pay a courtesy visit to him on Wednesday with some few staff from Manchia. So it tells you how supportive it is. And then I have other stuff. It's okay.
So we need
Pacho coach, if I can in cancer. The person who coach said, so share Kotoko previous season. And then
I think one of the assistant coaches is also here. Moro.
Which Moro. Hey, what are you
Yeah. Moro Ibrahim is going to be one of the assistant coaches. And for a brief, Burton was an Asari, was once an assistant coach at Inter-Allies. He was also the head of the youth team at Inter-Allies. He's also a GFP coach instructor, so he tells you his pedigree. And for Moro Ibrahim, he was my direct assistant at WAFA. Currently, presently, he led Park Academy to the Division 1 side. So it tells you he also has some worth of experience when it comes to training youth players. So that is it. We have a video analyst, but I don't want to talk about him now. Yeah, because the game is going toward that direction. Right.
okay. Coach, I saw your friend KB in cancer. May I show us share Kotoko last season or more challenges are now or more. And this season, so what take over the second coming? Me person, which the Ebema who say, and I say problem to identify and what you are bringing new in this Kotoko team.
Yeah, the two processes are not the same, and I'm not that type of person who believes in problem identification. But I believe in even when I see them in my small corner, what can I do about it? So whether there were problems or not, I believe that it's a new direction. Whatever I have observed throughout last season, what I have to do is go back to my roots and make sure that we can start and get things done right.
Coach, congrats for your second coming. My name is Raphael and I work with IST. Coach, you've been irritated about team building. I know team building goes along with leadership. As at now, Richard Bodu Agadas is no more with us. In your second coming, whom should we expect? And most especially in your first term, you made mention about 3 players, Budasir Salfu, Usman Ibrahim and Sharif, that they were the 3 players that made your season very successful. Will we be surprised to see Sharif?
Where did I see this?
In the press conference.
I don't remember. I don't remember seeing this. And my memory always serves me right. Yeah, I don't remember. To be sincere with you.
So what's the question now?
So don't put things in my mouth. Right.
Thank you. Coach, will we be surprised to see Sharif in the leadership in your second term?
Are you proposing a leader for me? Or you've already chosen one for me? And what's the reason behind your proposal?
Because Sharif was used as a utility player during your first term, and he displayed a very good leadership on the field. And as much as there is no substantive captain now, I am asking if you see him in your captaincy roles.
Right. What I want to tell you is that it's a new platform for all the players, and I'm going to observe everybody, even though those who are there, I've observed them, and those I'm bringing on board, I know them. But then I need to let them come together, and then I will see how they relate with each other, and as I observe them, I'll be able to identify the leadership qualities in them. Remember, 2 key things come into mind when you want to select a leader. It's about performance, that's the first thing. The other thing is about discipline, somebody who can ensure that the ethics of the club are held in high esteem. So I will use this period to observe them, then engage my backroom staff, and then based on what we have observed, we also engage the IMC and give them reasons why we think that A, B, C, D players should be the leaders in that order. So for now, let's move on to that one, and let's give ourselves time. I'm sure we come out with that.
Thank you. All right.
Last question.
Questions here we have.
Last question.
So, but just before we go, we have a member of the NCC here. Because for a very brief message at the
mpanyinfo a motie adwam nananom taroba megyina ha de ma NCC executives ɛyɛ chairman Dr. Batamanya ne NCC nyinaa megye sɛ nkra a yɛde baeɛ anaa asɛm a yɛde wɔ ha nyinaa sɛ yɛbɛbɔ mpanyinfoɔ nan ne coach aba so ɛsiane sɛ ɔbaa first no ɔto nsa frɛ NCC ma yɛkɔhyia no wɔ Adakwagyakye ama ɔne yɛyɛ meetings a ɔne yɛyɛ no ɛso aba ɛnɛ so ɔba yi wame ate no wɔ adidie so anaasɛ wafom yɛn sɛ yɛmmɔmmɔdena yɛmmra nti baeɛ no yɛn NCC yɛasɛm ɛde nam sɛ yɛsɔpɔto nea wokura team no sisi a wɔde yɛ adwuma yɛnsɔpɔto individual ɛno nti no nadaroma sɛ national NCC foɔ no ɛbɔ mmɔden hu biribi no si abɔ akakye a yɛn nkɔka no abɔnten yɛbɛbɔ akakye daa ne da nyinaa na wabie wɔ kuma ma ɛna nyɛ bɛhu nso yɛne wo aba adwene yɛdin de adu akyamfo national communication
Before I leave you here, coach, our final words, that's what my now. So, you did enough here.
Thank you all once again. Every organization that wants to succeed, that's so on one common thing, which is all the organs within the organization must come together. There will be one focus, there will be one direction. But then, under the focus or the direction, other members would have to work to make sure that the purpose for which the organization has been established is achieved. Now, what I want to say is that I want everybody to come on board. And I like the NCC PRO just gave. Everybody should come on board. Let's all try as much as possible to be one. The past is past. It's gone. Let's pick the lessons from the past and then screen the lessons that we pick from the past. Which ones we have to repeat them and which ones we don't have to repeat them. That is the only way that we can achieve our aim. That is the only way that we can take Kotoko to the days of the 82s and the 83s where the alleys were no team in front of Kotoko. So please, I'm pleading with everybody from near and far. Please, if somebody says something and you were not happy, leave it. Forgive and forget. If somebody did something and you were not happy, forgive and forget. If you have the opportunity to apologize to the person, please do that. Because in unity, there is strength. And in unity, there is mutual respect. We will respect each other. We will agree to disagree on opinions. But at the end of the day, which one is paramount? The paramount thing is what? Kotoko. That is it. It is Kotoko. If there's unity, there is obedience. If there's love, we try to obey, listening to each other. There's respect. There is understanding. So I'm pleading with all of you. If indeed we want to reposition, and the adjective there is what? Reposition. We want to reposition Kotoko amongst the top in African football in the world, amongst the likes of the Alis, the Zamaleks, the Sundowns, the PP Mazimbes, and what have you. Then we must come together. Because when we come together, then we can judge all. We can think. We can think within the box and we can think out of the box. We can think within ourselves and come out with opinions or suggestions. Or we can think with others and come out with opinions and suggestions. And as I said in my first coming, I'm going to still use the collaborative approach. My doors are open. If you have any suggestion, you can bring it on board. 77, and 77 say, that is it. Please, and please, let us all bury our differences. Now, the picture, when you have your eyes on, you must see is Kumasi Asante. Yes. The picture, when you close your eyes, you can see should be Kumasi Asante. Wow. It shouldn't be me. It shouldn't be anybody. Yes. It should be. It's unfortunate this flag is on it. It should be this flag. Wow. Wow. Yes. Whether your eyes are open or closed. Only through this that we can reposition Kotoko among the best in Africa. Thank you, and I hope that we are going to live in unity and in love, and out of this we'll be able to achieve the purpose for which Kumasi Asante Kotoko has been established. And remember, the name of Kumasi Asante Kotoko alone, just the name alone, sends shivers down the spines of opponents.
Dr. James Mr. the new head coach, Dr. Ogum for coming.
Supporters from our stadium, start league now.
Let me take this opportunity to thank all of you for coming and giving this short notice. To the NCC, to the old footballers, we appreciate your comments and we take it with good faith. Let's use the words of the Lord's Prayer to be our guide. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Now, from henceforth, the new face of Kotoko is going to be the flag, and behind the flag is the coach. Kotoko is going to be the coach and the team. It's no more going to be officials who we will be working behind the scenes to support him. Whatever questions you have, anything you have to do is the team, the coach, and the playing body. Once again, on behalf of my colleagues, I want to say a very big thank you to all of you. Looking at the numbers here, within 6 hours of notice, it has hope that there's much expected of us. And believe from His Royal Majesty, who has pledged his total support for us, whatever we do. From here, we're going to him. Those of you who will be able to join, can join us there. We're going to meet him with the players. But once again, let me say a very big thank you for coming, for your time. Continue to pray for us, for the good name of Kotoko. And we say, God bless Kotoko. God bless us. Thank you very much.
Fabulous!
Balaji. Hey Morris, how are you? Peace. I'm saying good news. Okay. Because Canada is a record. Yes. Every month we are about 2 matches. Every match is 2 matches in a month. Every match we have 400,000. Like I said, within a month we have 800,000. So multiply by number of times. They are bigger than every small thing. To Kotoko big run last one because you need like fun. Okay, maybe they come with it. So big can be here. One way or the other, here we have to all of us, in Nigeria, since the movement, Kotoko is not a political party. The couple of then NDC MPP comes. By a couple of Korea, give up one family. Also, we are coming to serve. Especially the supporters. Then you know, your support letters, then they support the union and yes, yes, unveiling unveiling of Prosperna to Ogum. To me, about a year or when I can't say maybe say Asante Kotoko, and they say we are can see in a woman Pacho or Kotokono, and also free Kotokono can send me the tia will be in Fanche. Na to say eternity. Don't go now. Someone comment. Don't comment here.
Kotoko, Nana Penica Oko.
You arrive at the departure. Wow. Hey, YouTuber. Departure. For departure, no. What arrive out at departure? I'm going to departure.
One hour. Phobia headquarters.
I said, you have done it more than I cannot hear you. Sahara.
Sahara, the
Sahara football. So you have done it.
So, no, no.
I don't know. It's in a number.
Numbers are not copy possibility. Set on the floor.
Hey, you are Moscow.
Oh, there be
1 hour for us.
me, Massa, may give me 2 hours.
Yeah, when you're down for me. That's what you're doing. You're not